So the question is this: what makes people not to go beyond their capacity or to hit their perceived potential? You have potential, you have capacity, but you're not hitting it. Why do you think that is so? Why? That's what we're going to deal with today. I have seen people struggle in this business. Not just in this business, in life. They struggle and they struggle and they struggle and they struggle. And, it's from one issue to another issue to another issue. They seem to want to begin to get results. And all of a sudden, the whole result, the whole activity dissipates, disappear, like, work, all exercise and effort in futility, near success syndromes. I see this happen all the time. And it's been happening to me before. And I kept on asking myself, what could this be? Is it fear? Fear is part of it, though. But some people are not afraid, but they're just trying, and nothing seems to be happening, honestly. They are just trying and trying and trying. It is as if nothing is happening. That is what we're going to deal with today, all right? And I hope you pay attention. This is one of my greatest topics. I love this topic because it was what helped me. But I want you to have a vivid understanding of what we're doing. With this understanding, you break barriers. In fact, nothing can stop you in this life, nothing, if you understand this. So like I said, belief and acceptance that something exists or is true, especially one without proof. That's a layman's definition of belief. Now, there's no proof that some of the things that we believe in, there's no particular proof that it is, but then we believe it. But I'm going to explain a little bit more on that. Now, these two things is what I want you to have at the back of your mind. These two phrases: your beliefs can make or destroy you. Write it down. Number two, you have the power to choose what to believe. You have the power to choose. See, this is liberating. My goodness. So I can actually choose what I believe and what I don't believe. Yes, it's not static. Yeah. Now let's work on the law of belief. Okay, very important. Now, the law of belief states that whatever you believe and feel to be true long enough will become your reality. Whatever you believe and feel to be true long enough. The key is you feel to be true long enough will become your reality. In other words, whatever you feel to be true in your inner world, in your inner thoughts, long enough will always show up in your outer world as your experience. Why do you think that two people start this business? They are mentored by the same person, by the same leader. One person is doing massively well, the other person is not doing massively well. Where do you think is it? Do you think this person is blessed and this other person is not blessed? No, both of them are blessed. Do you know what blessing is? The ultimate blessing that is from God is breath in your nostril. You can breathe. That is the ultimate blessing. That means all of us are blessed, right? So if all of us are blessed, why is it that one is continuously succeeding and the other one is not? Even over time, it is a struggle over and over and over again. It's belief. It's belief. Beliefs can make or destroy. But we have, because I'm going to give you a very practical example. There are two people that served as secretaries. One was a lady, one is a guy. Now, listen, guys, this is remarkable. One was served under me directly. The other one served under Ambassador Vivian directly. Today, one is a multi-millionaire. The other one has quit this business. Why? It will shock you to know. It's belief. Now, guess what? The lady kept on saying, I did not go to school. I did not go to school. Maybe that is why I am not having success. So her belief that her lack of progress is because she did not go to school. Her belief, because she is a hard worker. She is determined. Now, she has a baby, but the husband is not there. I mean, she had a baby outside wedlock, so she's training the baby. But then the first thing she started saying was, I did not go to school. Well, hold on a second. The other secretary did not go to school. How come he is growing in success and you are not? And I kept on laying it down on her. I said, no, don't believe that. You don't need to have gone to the four walls of school to be successful in this business. I kept on using him as an example. And she kept on, she would say, okay, yeah. Then she goes out and then she puts energy. Then all of a sudden she invites so many people, nobody's coming. And then she reclines back into her shell. And she doesn't appear, she doesn't come for trainings, presentations, and I call her up. What is the problem? She would just feel sad. And then I'm like, okay, talk to me. What's the problem? She now said, I just feel that this business is for those who went to school. Do you know one funny thing? If you hear this young lady speak, you will never believe she did not go to school. Her sentence construct is more powerful than some people that are graduate. But yet, what was pulling her down was that belief that she did not go to school. Now, when she used that narrative, and I explicitly told her, look, this young man has the same trajectory with you. He didn't go to school, he's succeeding. He was a secretary, you were a secretary. Do you know what? Do you know the next thing she flipped? She said, okay, he's a guy, I'm a lady, I have a son. It's because I have a son. He doesn't have a son, so he doesn't. You see, another belief. Because you have a son, all the money you are making, you have to feed the boy, you have to do, does he have a son? And are you seeing all those baggages she's bringing? And it's turning to a belief. And once you believe it long enough, it will be your reality. And that became her reality. Now, excuses will eventually gravitate to belief. You begin to believe those excuses, but it sounds like an excuse in the first place. But once your excuse graduates and becomes a belief, you are gone. Once your excuse or excuses graduates and becomes a belief, remember, whatever you believe in, that excuse, for it to make sense, you need to believe it, because you're using it to buy time, you're using it to explain why you are not succeeding. When you give such excuses, over time, it becomes what? It translates to a feeling. And if you say those excuses long enough, it becomes a reality. Remember what I said in the beginning. You can create. Look at it. You have the power to choose what to believe in. So she was choosing to believe that the reason she's not having success because she didn't go to school. When I debunked that, she started believing that it's because she has a baby. All right. So she's choosing on what to believe. But we don't know that this is what's happening. We feel that it's an excuse. But when we give those excuses long enough and feelings are attached to that excuses or those excuses long enough, boom, it becomes our reality. The young man I'm speaking about is Ambassador Samuel Nweke. The young lady I'm speaking about, I will not mention her name. A few of you know her. Just in case you see her in the future or maybe tomorrow, you will not have a negative mindset towards her. So I'm not going to mention her name. All right. And I pray that she has outgrown that. I pray, honest. I keep praying for her every single day, because she doesn't honestly understand this. So that belief has destroyed her success in this business. And I pray that God somehow will let her know that she is the one limiting herself. And I mean, she doesn't have to be successful in this business. She can also be successful elsewhere. But if she has the same belief problem, she will still be having this problem everywhere she goes. And my prayer for her every single day consistently is that one way or another, she would get to realize this. Now, that is for her. She's no longer here, but you are here to have this training. I've not done this training before. I've never done this. This is the first time I'm doing it because I researched it and I saw a scientific backing towards this. Hear one of the greatest men that ever lived, Napoleon Hill. Hear what he has to say about belief. Listen to this.
To start believing is with yourself. Belief is truly a magic word because it is the beginning of all successes. It is the very foundation of civilization. It is the one quality you must develop before you can make use of the great master key to success. To be successful, you must become a person with a great capacity for belief. And the place to start believing is with yourself.
The place to start believing is yourself. But there are four major beliefs that control us: self-belief, religious beliefs, societal beliefs, environmental beliefs. We're going to dissect them one by one. Self-belief, beliefs you have about yourself. I am enough. I'm not qualified. It could be negative. It could be positive. Now go to the comment section and type in some things that we believe about ourselves. All right, let me get a feedback from you guys. Self-belief, belief you have about yourself. What are the beliefs that people have about themselves? Type it in the comment section. Let's role play this. All right. What are the beliefs that people have about themselves? Somebody say, I'm the best. I'm enough. I believe that I'm unstoppable. I'm pretty. I am smart. All right. Now, if you believe this long enough, even though you may not be physically, attractive, but if you believe it long enough, it will be true to you. So when you enter a room, you begin to radiate elegance, radiate confidence. And people are now gravitating towards you, that you are not super pretty or handsome. And then the person who is handsome, who doesn't have a belief in himself, people are running away from him. All right? Fantastic. I am not of age is another belief. I'm not of age. Okay, it's driving a Ferrari, is for those who are in their 50s. They've made a lot of money. Those are the ones that can drive a Ferrari. Who says that? I believe I'm confident. I believe I can succeed. Yes. I'm enough. I'm excellent. I have God near. So these are beliefs that people can have, negative or positive. Okay, so let's move on. Sometimes I do feel I can't achieve much success like others have done, like as if I don't have what it takes. So Michael is saying sometimes I believe I don't have what it takes. Now, let me shock you. Whatever you believe long enough becomes reality. Let me shock you. Do you know that you have all it takes? Are you aware that you have all it takes? There are some questions I'll ask you that will blow your mind, right? There's this pastor that have traveled to more countries than you have ever imagined, and he doesn't have hand and he doesn't have leg. He has delivered lives on earth. Once upon a time, he almost committed suicide. He entered into the bathtub, filled it with water, and then let go, almost drowned and died for nothing. Why? Because he was feeling incapacitated. He was feeling, how could God allow him to come to earth like that? No arms, no leg. Pastor Visishik, his name is usually difficult for me to pronounce. So Michael or Pasola, right? I hope maybe you were given a generalistic example of self-belief, all right? But I don't know if you're talking about yourself, that you feel that you're too inadequate, right? If you are feeling that you are too inadequate, Mike, whether it's you or someone else, or you're making an example. So I'm going to talk to you if it's you, and I'm going to talk to everybody if you fall in that category. Think about this guy, right? If you can remember his full name, type it. If you know you type it. I have a hard time pronouncing his name. Pastor Vesichu, somebody help me out, please. Pastor Nicholas Vujicic, yeah. Thank you, precious. Nicholas Vujicic, yeah. I think it's not that difficult. Vujicic. Pastor, Google him, all right? Just at your own time, Google him. If you're feeling inadequate, if you're feeling less than adequate, if you're feeling useless, right? Google this name, Nicholas James Vujicic. In fact, if you type in Vujicic, Vujicic, if you type it, boom, it pops out on YouTube. Watch some of his videos, and then you will be thankful for how God has created you. Pastor Nick, right? Now, this guy who almost killed himself. Now, imagine somebody that doesn't have arms or legs, wanted to kill himself. That was how bad it was. Today, he's delivering life. Imagine you that have arm and leg. Think about it. You see, it is the belief. You believe. That belief may not be real, but you've made it real because you've concentrated on it for too long. And we're going to deal with it, all right? I'm going to help you to do it. So next level is religious beliefs, all right? Religious beliefs you have about unseen power, all right? Religious beliefs. And we have different religious beliefs. We have beliefs within beliefs in the religions that we practice, right? One of such is afterlife on earth. There is an afterlife in heaven. After you live your life on earth, there's an afterlife in heaven, right? That is a belief. Remember that beliefs usually comes without the proof. Have you been to heaven? No, but you believe in it 100%. All right. Another belief could be if you don't physically go. Now, this is my favorite. I mean, remember, beliefs can be positive or negative. Another belief is that if you don't physically go to church or the mosque, you have disconnected from God. And that's the belief. And this belief is so intense that if you don't, for some of you who are Christians, if you don't go to church, you feel empty. God is no longer with me. I have committed a sin. In fact, I might even go to hell because I didn't go to church for this weekend. For the next weekend, I didn't go to church. In fact, for 5 weekends, I didn't go to church. Oh, God has left me, right? That is a belief. And beliefs can make or destroy. Now, I've heard people say I couldn't attend the evening meeting because I was going to church. And they made it sound like, man, why would I attend the meeting, this business meeting, when there is church? And they abandon the meeting and they go to church and that's a midweek service, right? And then let's dissect this a little bit, all right? Religious belief. It's powerful because this has to do with powers unseen. So let's use this, the second example, for instance. If you don't physically go to church or to the mosque, you have disconnected from God. But we believe that over the years, 12 years, 20 years, for some people, 30 years, for some people, 40 years, we believe that, right? And it's a subconscious thing. It has entered our subconscious to the extent that if we don't go to church, we feel bad, we feel depleted, we feel like sinners, we feel that we've missed God, and then we enter into a depressed mode. And we feel that, the reason we're not having success is because we missed church. We begin to attribute it to several things, right? But let me bust your bubble. 2020, there was a lockdown across the globe, global lockdown. Global pandemic. Nobody was going to church. People started going to church, quarantining, and all of a sudden, boom, everywhere was locked down. No churches were open. You couldn't come out. And that happened for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Going up to 6 months though. Did you die? Did you go to hell? No, you didn't. That was a wake-up call, right? There was a hole that was poked in that belief system. Now, people began to realize that, I can actually know God for myself. Going to church is to interact and replenish what I have depleted during the week. But it doesn't necessarily mean that if I don't attend church service, that I have disconnected from God. It doesn't make me a sinner. It doesn't mean that I will go to hell. Otherwise, everybody's going to hell because you didn't go to church physically during COVID-19. And don't tell me that God understands. It is a belief, right? That means there's something wrong with that belief. The belief that says you must go to church physically, otherwise you go to hell, or otherwise you disconnect from God. But yet, most people were still in connection with God during the lockdown without physically going to church. Are you seeing that beliefs are not static? They can be changed. But I'm going to show you what to do with your beliefs, especially the one that is breaking you. I will show you how to disentangle yourself from it, because beliefs are strong. You see, let me tell you how strong and powerful beliefs are. You see what I'm saying now? As I'm saying it, somebody is taking offense. But excuse me, sir, why are you speaking like that? They have already created a defense already. They're not reasoning. Beliefs will disrupt your reasoning ability. Your beliefs can disrupt your reasoning abilities and capacities, depending on how strong that belief is. You see, it is belief in a pastor that made some people burn themselves in Lagos. The pastor said, pour kerosene on yourselves and burn yourselves, and they burned themselves. Somebody saying there was an online service created. That's not what I'm saying. Please listen. The belief is that if you don't physically go to church, I'm not talking about online service. Are you guys understand what I'm saying now? I'm not talking about online service. I'm talking about the belief that if you don't physically go to church, you are a sinner. Online service, you're not in church physically. That's somebody giving an excuse for that belief. There's nothing you would tell them to poke a hole in that belief. They will tell you, no, you have to be physically in church. But that scenario, 2020, poked a hole in that belief. And then you now begin to understand that whether you are physically in church or not, that you're not doomed for hell. You are not a sinner. It doesn't automatically make you a sinner or somebody who's going to go to hell or somebody who has disconnected from God. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope it's making some sense, right? Because the belief, I'm laying the basic foundation of beliefs, how it is controlling a lot of people, all right? I've thought about programmings, right? But you see, beliefs are deeper than just, the programmings we have. You've been programmed to, do a lot of things based on your community, your surroundings, your environment. All right. God bless you, Mimi. There are some beliefs that say the hard copy Bible is more spiritual than soft. God bless you. Please, guys, write more beliefs, more religious beliefs that is controlling some people. Some people feel that you are less of a spiritual person because you are carrying your Bible in your phone instead of the hardcover Bible. Those are beliefs, right? We are simply stating beliefs that control us, all right? Yeah. Some people can never read the Bible from the soft copy version. That's the one in your phone, all right? Yeah. In a pandemic situation, my religion, Islam, you have the privilege to worship at home. In Christianity, you can worship at home, but there's a belief that is unspoken that makes it look as if you don't physically appear, that's what I'm saying. People will probably feel that you're a sinner. All right. Okay. So now don't worry. Don't get upset. No, don't get upset. I'm just telling you how strong beliefs are. All right. And some of you are going to get deliverance today. All right. Okay. So now let's go. Let's go to the next one. The next one is societal belief. I'm breaking some barriers right now. Societal beliefs that these are beliefs that are prevalent in the society that you just grew up to know, and all of a sudden you fell in with that so-called belief system. For instance, if you empower people in a community, you'll be given an esteemed title. So that's a belief. So what you're looking at, that belief is it could be empowering. Let me go and empower some people because I want to get some title, and that gives me a sense of fulfillment. So you believe in that, and then you go to do good so that you get some title, especially in the church community, the religious community, in the mosque. You get some titles, so that gives you a sense of well-being. Guys, can you put down some societal beliefs that are prevalent, around us? So let me get a feedback from you guys. All right, some societal belief. Someone said, someone attached our presentation and said, even if a magic happens, you will not be able to raise 50K for the business. Whoa. Somebody said, someone attended our presentation and said, even if a magic happens, she will not be able to raise 50K for the that is some dangerous beliefs. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? That's some dangerous beliefs there. All right. So what are others? Let's now look at some societal beliefs that hold us and control us. There's no belief that there is no belief that if you don't physically appear in church that you will not make heaven. This is Noah. There is no belief. Speak for yourself. Maybe you don't have that belief, but a lot of people do. Vivo says, if you give someone an item with your left hand, ill luck will follow you. That is another belief. Thank you very much. If you give someone an item with your left hand, ill luck will follow you. Another belief is if you see money on the ground, don't pick it with your right hand. Maybe if the money was used to make some incantations, if you use your left hand to pick it, boom, you will destroy the incantation. That is another belief. All right. Marriage at a certain age. Oh, you have to be this particular age for you to get married. That's a belief. So even if you're younger, you're not thinking about marriage because in the society, I've made it in such a way that, okay, this is the age they have. So these are the things that control us. All right. If you don't have money, you don't have respect. That's another belief. See, guys, beliefs, remember what I said, beliefs can make or destroy you. Beliefs can be positive, beliefs can be negative. I'm going to come there, right? Now, this is not to attack if you believe that going to church, listen. If you believe that physically going to church will make you more righteous, will make you more in tune with God, will make you not to be a sinner. If you honestly believe it long enough with emotions attached to it, it will become your reality. That's what I'm saying. All right? That's what see. So beliefs can be empowering and disempowering. Beliefs can be positive and it can be negative. But whichever way it tilts, beliefs control you and me. Societal beliefs, you must marry at the age of 30. So if you don't marry at the age of 30, you are an efulefu, you are inconsequential in the society. All right? Beliefs that everybody, beautiful, societal belief. You see someone driving a Maserati, you see someone driving a Porsche, you see someone driving a flashy car, they're into drugs, or they're into cult, or they're into something illegal. That is a societal belief. And that belief destroys the very fabric of your attainment to any level of success. Because it was a programming, but now that programming has now become a belief. You now believe it. Subconsciously, you believe it. So once you see someone, a young person with a nice car, flashy car, dressed well, that is a Yahoo boy. It becomes a belief that's controlling you. So what do you think that would make happen? It will destroy your capacity to succeed to that level where you are driving a flashy car. In fact, if they mention a flashy car, do you know what will happen to you? Subconsciously, you will reject it. You want the world to think that I am a Yahoo boy. Even if you dash me. Some of you here will say that even if somebody dashes you a flashy car, you sell it and buy a lower car. You sound pious. It makes you sound pious. It makes you sound humble. But no, you're giving that answer out of the belief that you don't want people to think that you're a Yahoo boy. So because some of you say, no, that's a big car now. I cannot maintain it. So let me sell it. No. The reason you want to sell it and buy a Honda is not because you're humble. is because you're being controlled by that belief. You don't want people to think that you're a Yahoo boy, right? And then you go into it. So that's the belief, right? Now, look at this. Go to school, get good grades, get a good job, marry, have kids, attend their wedding, then die. That's the belief. That you have to go to school first, then get good grades, then get a good job, then marry, then have kids, then attend their weddings, and then die. That's the belief of some people. That is the life pattern of a lot of people. It's a belief. And if there is a desynchrony towards this trajectory of existence, that is, they get to school and they don't get good grade, their life is messed up because their belief is that you have to go to school, get a good grade so you can get a good job. So if they don't have a good grade, they become hollow, they become empty, they become distraught in life, they become lost because they didn't make good grades. Therefore, they cannot have a good job. Therefore, they will not be able to marry. They are disconnected. In fact, depression sets in because of that belief. But you and I have seen people who did not go to school, university, and they are making more than, in fact, their success in life, which is not just particularly money, but their success, their impact is speaking volume more than some people that have master's degree. Their impact in life. Some people that didn't go to school. And we have some of examples here in this meeting. Their impact in life is way more, is speaking volumes, more volumes in a very short time, just because of being a part in this business, than those who have master's degree, that you don't hear their name. There's no impact whatsoever that they're giving to the community. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what is controlling them is the belief. Okay. Now, that being said, we have the environmental belief. Now, beliefs that come to you without being aware of it. The beliefs held by your parents, your immediate environment, what you saw your parents do, all right, turn to a belief to you. These are immediate environment that induce these beliefs to you. All right. So these are 4 beliefs that control us. 4 major beliefs that control us. Right.
Beliefs create.
Now we're going to listen to
beliefs create
the master himself, and Tony Robbins, pardon me. Tony Robbins. Let's hear his perspective on belief. All right. Listen to him.
Beliefs create and beliefs destroy. Jot it down right in front of you in big letters that stands out. Every belief you have either creates or destroys. And the problem is most of us are not conscious of the beliefs that we have. A belief is nothing but a feeling of absolute certainty about what something means. When you're absolutely certain about what something means, you have a belief. You might believe you're really smart. You might feel, I'm not that smart. You might believe you're worthy or not worthy. But all you're really saying is, I feel certain about this. So we have to be so conscious about our beliefs because they literally change our life. Remember I said yesterday, we don't experience life. We experience the life we focus on.
We don't experience life. We experience the life we focus on, and we focus on the things that we believe. And the reason we believe them is because there's an element of certainty. That is why it is now a belief. We are certain that this thing is true, whether there's a proof to it or not. So now that gives you an idea of how beliefs are formed, all right? Now, we're going to delve into how our beliefs control us, all right? So it has this trajectory. Now, different people, different authors, different researchers have come with a cycle, a belief cycle. Even Tony Robbins has his own. So what I did was I researched on all of them and I made it very simple for us to understand, all right, the trajectory, so it doesn't become too scientific, all right? But this is what have been researched over and over and over and over again. Now, there's a level of certainty that comes with belief. So this is how it goes. You believe in something. That belief creates an RAS, that is reticular active system. Your reticular active system is your focus to life. What enables your focus is your belief. Somebody asked me that my only problem in this business is discipline. I said, no, that's not your problem. He said, no, I know. My challenge is to be organized. I'm not organized. If I was organized, please help me. I'm not organized. I said, no, that's not your challenge. Your challenge is your belief. If your belief is strong enough in this business, you will develop discipline, which is the focus to be organized. You are having challenges of being organized because of your belief. And the belief is usually lack of belief in yourself and lack of belief in the business. If your belief is certain that you're going to succeed, that you are worthy of success, that you have all it takes. Remember, without the proof. Let's go back to the definition. What was the definition I gave? Put it down in the comment section. Let me see those who are following. What was the definition I gave for belief? Tony Robbins added something that there has got to be certain in your belief. But put down I gave a definition of belief, a simplistic definition of belief. Put it down in the comment section. What was the definition I gave? Put it down. What was the definition I gave? An acceptance that something exists or is true, especially one without proof. An acceptance. You've accepted that something exists. In other words, you have accepted that you are capable of this business. You are capable of learning and being successful in this business, even without proof. There's no proof to say it, but you believe it with certainty that you are capable. No. There's nothing you are telling me. I'm capable. You see, once you say that, once you believe in that manner with certainty, what happens? The next thing is it begins to guide your focus. You see, that lack of organization that person was telling me about is because he doesn't have focus and discipline. Why doesn't he have focus and discipline? Because of his lack of belief in himself or in the business. Do you understand now? Now, the RAS gets into action. RAS is the reticular active system of any human being. The reticular active system is a scenario or a mechanism that gives you focus based on what you're concentrating on. That thing that you're concentrating is your belief. All right. For instance, if I say, everybody close your eyes. Think of brown. Now I say, open your eyes. What do you think will happen? You begin to see, just think of brown. Your eyes will begin to capture every brown. There's red in your room, there's blue in your room, there's purple in your room, but your eyes, because you're thinking of brown, your eyes begins to capture brown. You're thinking of brown, your eyes begins, that's your RAS. Your RAS is enacted. Your RAS begins to filter the things your attention does not need. It begins to go to that thing that you're thinking of. That thing you are thinking of, if it is a belief, you will consistently be thinking about it, and your RAS will be filtering anything that will counter that thing you are thinking of. Why are you thinking about it? Because you believe in it with certainty. You would always continue to think about it. Watch this. Let me give you a physical example. Ambassador Ayo on Saturday, gave testimony that he never believed in savings, right? And that is why he's not saving. Do you understand? So anything that will make him to save, his RAS distorts it, takes it away because he doesn't believe in it. He doesn't think about it. There's no feeling attached to it. There's no certainty. So he doesn't believe in it, so he's not saving. And because he's not saving, because he doesn't believe in it, he's not saving. He can't save. He will not have the discipline to save. Why doesn't he believe in it? Because he believes rather in making more. So increase instead of saving. Increase capacity instead of saving. But now he has now understood the place of saving. You must increase your cash flow, but at the same time be saving some percentage. All right. So and that used to be me. I always think of my fundamental belief is increase. And I used to be like Ayo, and I never had any saving. And that's dangerous because there are benefits of saving. One of the major benefits of savings over a long period of time is not to spend it, but it is to give you power. And that is the power that billionaires have and millionaires have that we don't have. And that power is the power of capturing eventualities. Time and season happened to them all. You're saving 20% of your income, and then you're still focusing on increase. So if your income is 100,000 now, you save 20% of it, then increase your income or cash flow to 500,000 naira, you still save 20%. You see, the 20% you're saving has increased. You increase your cash flow to 1 million, you save 20%. You see, that 20% has also increased, but you're saving it. 5 years later, 4 years later, maybe, or even 10 years later, and then an opportunity comes out. Time and season happened to them all. An opportunity comes out. Listen. A property worth 200 million. Somebody wants to sell it. He is cash strapped. This is how rich people become rich, like super rich, and you wonder what happened. He wants to sell a property of 200 million. He's cash strapped. Maybe he's a politician. He spent all his money. He needs to pay the children's school fees. It has happened. I mean, what I'm telling you now has happened before. And that was how my friend, boom, blew up. But he used the father's money. So since I don't have a father's money, I had better begin to save. Now, it could happen in different ways, but this was what happened. 200 million naira worth of property. That man wanted to sell it for 80 million. What if you have saved 120 million in the course of 5 years? Is there in your account? 105 million or 150 million. And somebody wants to sell a property of 200 million what do you think will happen? That month, you made 5 million alone. So you've been increasing your cash flow from 100,000 to 500,000 to 1 million to 1.5 over the course of 10 years or 5 years. And now you're making 10 million, right? No. So now you're making 5 million, for instance, all right? Just stay with me. I mean, it's doable in this business. People are doing it. So don't disconnect, please. Because I mentioned 5 million, don't disconnect. Don't worry yourself. You will make it in this business. Trust me on that. But that month, you made 5 million. Now, an opportunity, time and chance happening to them all. The opportunity comes, and this guy he's desperate. He wants to sell a 200 million naira property for 80 million. Somehow, the news gets to you, because it will. Because you have a belief that you're going to grab an opportunity. That belief is strong. And because of that belief, you are saving, waiting for that powerful opportunity. It may not happen year 1. It may not happen year 2. It may not happen year 3. It could happen in year 3. It could happen in year 2. It could happen in year 10. But when it happens, boom, you have 105 million in the account. This guy wants to sell at 80 million. You call the guy. You now instigate, you activate your negotiation skills. You call the guy, maybe somebody who knows you, that you're doing well, tells you, hey, my uncle wants to sell the property. Oh, your uncle, oh, really? How much? 80 million? For real? All right, put him on the call. It puts you, because normally things like that, they call realtors, real estate people, real estate agents, and begin to look for. So the information can get to you. You call the person and say, do you know what? All right, what I have is 50 million, right? I could give you 50 million right now and I take up the property. He said, no. Do you know what? Don't be saying that, young man. Do you know what that property is worth? It's worth 200 million. So, well, I'm just telling you, I'm going to give it to you cash. There won't be long story. No. That I'm asking for 80 million because it's okay. Do you know what? Bring 75 million. So I'm going to call you back. And then you have 120 million in your savings. Then you call the person back in the evening and you said, you know what? I'm able to mop up some funds. I'm going to give you 65 million right now. That's all I can do. Either you're in or you're out. Okay. Are you sure? Yeah, let's see. Then you see, you check out get your evaluator, they evaluate the place. In fact, that property is even going for 210 million. And then you now tell the guy, okay, do you know, you've seen everything is legitimate. You've checked the house, the property, everything is legitimate. And then he tells you, okay, please, this is what I want to use the money for. Please help me. Just add 5 million on top to make it 70 million. You say, no. What I can do is 66 million last. Okay, bring the money. Guess what? You now have a property worth 200 million with just 66 million. It can happen. That is how people blow. And guess what? You buy the property, all right? Maybe we're still in recession. You don't sell it. You keep it. Because after recession, that property will be worth closing up to 300 million. And people will be liquid enough at that time to buy it. And boom, you're a millionaire. You sell the property for, at that time, it's valued at maybe 350 million. You sell it for 310 million. And then you start your real estate, whatever, venture. You start whatever you want to do, whatever your passion is. That is how it does. But where did it start? From the belief that you have to save. Am I communicating? And then when that belief is there, that you've understood the importance of savings and you are certain that you have all it takes to save, then you walk towards it and you begin to save. So once you believe, your RAS kicks into action. It will begin to enable you to focus on the things that will enable to help you to save. And then when that RAS is in action or is enacted, your action follows suit. You begin to act towards it. And then when you act towards it, you will get some result. And then that result will reinforce your belief. Oh yeah, I saved. And then you look 6 months later, you have you've been saving, now you now have 1.something million. Oh, okay, this thing works. So it reinforces the belief of saving. Oh, this thing works. Now I could use this example in another format. Look at the example I gave about the young lady, all right? It goes the same way. So she believes she did not go to school, all right? It's because she did not go, and it's going to affect her. Now, her RAS begins to align. So anything, she'll begin to, it will align to the things that will keep telling her that you didn't go to school. You didn't go to school. So in this business, she'll be attracting people that will say no to her. And if they say no to her after they attend the presentation, all right, because it is the RAS, the reticular active system. Now, I don't want to go into the science. That's why I'm trying to make this as, simple as possible. Because the scientific part of this is your belief system, your belief, because there's feelings attached to it. If you believe without feeling, there won't be certainty and there won't be an occurrence of that thing you believe in. So belief is a mixture of feelings and certainty. You are certain about this, even though there's no proof, but you're certain. You believe beyond every reasonable doubt that this will happen, that this is what it is. Then your feelings will begin to create vibrations that it is the vibration that is responsible for your focus, because that focus is your frequency. You begin to attract the things that you're feeling because of that vibration. I've taught you guys this. You begin to attract it. And then if you're feeling that you're not enough, you begin to attract scenarios that will establish the fact that you are not enough. People that will say no to you. So when you have such beliefs that you did not go to school, it is only a matter of time. You begin to attract people that will not join the business immediately, people that will be saying no to you. When they say no to you, it's an action that will bring a result. Or you see, I said it, reinforcement. You have reinforced that thing you said, that, I did not go to school, therefore I'm not enough. So that action, that activity, you have attracted people that will give you the result based on the action you've taken, action to do the business. Now you get a result that will reinforce the belief you had that you're not enough. But if you believe that you're enough, your RAS will be what? Activated through the vibration inside. All right. And then you begin to do activities and you begin to attract the things that will reinforce. Hey, I said it. I'm good enough. I've gotten a sign up. I'm good enough. I've gotten result. And once you get that reinforcement, what do you think will happen? Your belief gets stronger. Some of you pay tithe. Some of you believe in tithes. Some of you don't. But there are some people that you can never, no matter what you say about tithing, they will continue to tithe. Do you know why? Because they've gotten results, and because they tithed, they got some breakthrough here. They associated the breakthrough to the tithing. What do you think happened? That breakthrough reinforced their belief in the tithing. They can never stop. Am I communicating? It's all belief. Now, if you don't believe in tithing, it will work for you. That's why they keep saying, if you don't believe, it will work for you. If you believe it, it will work for you. In other words, if you don't believe in anything, it will work for you. If you believe in it, it will work for you. Have you not seen people that have refused to leave Babalawo because they believe it works? And because there was an occurrence that happened based on that belief, it reinforced their belief in again. All right. Now, let me find out if you guys are full. Are you with me so far? If you're with me, please let me know. Now, this is getting to the point that our beliefs defines us. All right. So your RAS is responsible for you to visualize, to see that thing that you believe in. It helps you to focus on. So if you believe in this business, you're not seeing Forex, you're not seeing cryptocurrency. Your RAS dismisses all those things, distraction. It helps you to focus on the things that will help you to manifest success in this business. All right? You're with me, right? Good.